The adult film industry is a nasty, disgusting, vile, wretched place that nobody should ever be. And while tons of people like to talk about the negative effects on the viewer or the consumer, a lot of times people tend to skip over the fact that this is harmful for the people who are participating in the industry as well. Because when you work in an industry that profits off of you selling your for the entertainment and pleasure of others, at times it can lead to unaccounted for issues regarding mental health, substance abuse, trafficking, and sometimes even death.
The corn industry tried to kill me and kill many of my friends, some of which are still missing. And because we never knew their real names, we don't even know how to search for them.
And this issue has gotten so bad that there are full-on videos full of different stars who passed away due to different tragic issues. 60 female corn stars who died. I'm gonna scroll down, all right? 60 female corn stars who died. 53 corn stars who died. Female adult stars who died. 140 female corn stars who died. 50 female corn stars who died. It's gone to a point that this is like an entire genre of YouTube videos. And they're all dying extremely, extremely young. Well before the average age of death in America, which is like 77, something like that. So today's video is gonna encompass all these topics into one. We're gonna be talking about why these adult film stars are passing away. We're gonna be talking about the harmful effects of the industry on them, the way they're ostracized by society, and ultimately more reasons why you should not support the industry by watching this type of content. Now let's get started. So this right here is a person by the name of Emily Willis, and some of y'all might already know that, and if you do, I know what you like to do in your spare time, all right? She was a 25-year-old adult film actress, very famous in the industry, and it says she started her career in around 2017, going on to star in over 700 films. That's a lot of times to be getting piped down 700 times by 700 different people in 700 different ways, 700 different positions. At 2017, that means she literally just turned 18, that means. And I say all that to deliver some unfortunate news, which adult star Emily Willis, 25, suffered severe brain damage and was left permanently disabled after cardiac arrest during a ket addiction. Her family is now suing, alleging negligence, delayed emergency care, and caused oxygen deprivation, leaving her in a semi-conscious state. And for more details, the former adult star is now permanently disabled due to her treatment for addiction, and she has something that is described as locked-in syndrome. Pray for the family, pray for her. Overall, it's just a very, very sad case. Now, the reason why I want to bring this case up in specific is because this was based on a addiction, right? I want to get into the fact that, okay, she's at a rehab center. Their only thing is to rehabilitate her, all right? They were negligent, they delayed emergency care, they caused oxygen deprivation, and a whole lot of extra things. Allegedly, right? You blame the hospital if all of these things are correct. But the way society tends to treat these people is as if they are subhuman. Yes, this is an OF star, this was an adult film star, they're still a human being the same way you are. And like in the comment section of this post, is she still going to do corn? I'll rub one out in solidarity. I hope she gets well soon. I love her videos, dead honest. I heard she'd been addicted for a while. The producers are wondering if they can make a veggie video with her now. Her family needs to sue themselves for having a failure of a daughter. You can say you don't respect their career, whatever you want to say, they're still a human being. And even in a moment that's extremely vulnerable where they're literally facing permanent disability, they're still being objectified and still being looked at as if like they're a piece of meat. I'll rub one out in solidarity. Like that's genuinely insane. And this is something that I've noticed in certain comment sections as time has gone on. When people die or when people face tragic events, their search results often go up a lot. And it's like, she died? I'll goon in solidarity. Not even 2 days ago, I seen this post. Michelle, actress best known for her roles in Buffy the Vampire and Gossip Girl, has died at the age 39. Gotta rub one out to her one last time. Y'all are gooning to dead people. I don't even know what. That is the most insane, sinister, sick, devilish stuff that I've ever heard of in my life. I mean, I knew all y'all was cooked when I started seeing videos like a rank jerk mate.
I'm gonna tell you right now, learn how to reverse stroke. Use a reverse jerk.
The corn star debates as if this is LeBron and Michael Jordan.
So Austin, Bella Danger or Mia Khalifa?
Look, Mia Khalifa, couple season hit wonder, GOAT status, honestly, unbelievable. The stats, the views, the performance, the fans,
But I genuinely thought we were better than telling people who passed away or are facing some unfortunate, life-changing illness, we're sorry, and we're gonna goon to you in solidarity, in respect, to pay respects. Now, to tie that into one of the main points of today's video, I feel like why some corn stars are passing away is due to things like depression. Because number one, when you're participating in an industry that negative and that disgusting and that demonic at the early age, you're objectified by the audience. You're objectified by the video producer. You're objectified by the dude who's hitting you from the back. You get a little bag off that video, you go on the internet, and your name is slandered forever. And I feel like nobody knows that more than Mia Khalifa herself.
I entered the adult industry in October of 2014, okay. And very, very quickly, I was pressured to perform in a video where I was an Arab veiled woman And a couple hours after it premiered, felt like from there on, my fate was sealed.
My actions have consequences, Mia Khalifa. Yes, actions have consequences, but let's not act like you've never made a mistake in your life or did something that you regret doing. I can definitely imagine somebody getting into the industry at a very young age, being sold some type of dream. You're gonna be a star, you go make millions of dollars. Then you participate in a video, you do something a little crazy, a little out there, you're like, I don't know. But then the person recording the video is like, just do it. Just sit on it. Just do that one thing that you like to do.
You will be sometimes dragged into, let's say, a bathroom or somewhere else by like a camera guy, and they'll be like, come on, you know.
And you're behind the camera and you're like, I don't know if I want to do this, but if it's gonna give me that money and I need money and I'm broke, I'm gonna do it, I guess. And then you do it, the news outlets pick it up, social media picks it up, your name is slandered for the rest of your life, people associate you with the industry, you can never get a real job, you're officially cooked. Depression comes after. That's when you get things like self-deletion. And this is not a one-off example. I know there are plenty of examples of people who felt the same thing that I'm saying right now. The effects of the industry without really knowing what's going to happen.
Because that industry is built on manipulation. So who's going to date you? Who's going to take you seriously? Is anyone going to hire you? Do you have a resume? Of course not. You have to continue to do what you're doing, and you're going to be willing to do whatever I tell you to do.
Another thing that can lead to this depression is production industry itself.
The major production companies are all predatory and abusive and unethical, and
she didn't really go all that in depth, but I've heard tons of people speak out on the negative, insane things within the contracts, the trafficking, coercion. Because let's think about it, bro. People always talk about the stars of the video, right? But nobody's talking about the dude who's holding the camera like, oh, that's good right there. You're the weirder one, bro. You're low-key the weirder one, and nobody sees your face, so nobody knows you're the one behind the company, but you're the one in charge of the production. You're the one in charge of making this whole thing go on. You're the one making money, but your face is not attached to it. Are the production companies worse than the stars themselves? In my opinion, yes. And that's something that a lot of people tend to not notice.
I was blacked out. They put my head in a box, and I have no idea what happened that entire scene.
And it's documented?
It's all
And you never went and watched it?
I've watched pieces of it, and a lot of people still say it's their favorite scene of me, but I really don't have much recollection of it.
Were you awake?
Barely.
I met a guy who was about 14 years older than me, so he was in his late 20s at the time. So he started trafficking me when I was 14 years old. It started just with a conversation of, hey, I can't pay this bill, or I can't do this thing or buy this thing that you have wanted without your help. And so I'm gonna have a friend, and you're gonna have with this friend. 6 months later, spending nights in a hotel room with guys just coming in and out.
So now that we established that depression can be caused by things like the trafficking, the bullying from social media, and all the negativity that surrounds it, like not being able to get a job. You try and get a job? Well, I've seen a picture of your butt before. And when all those things start happening to you at one time from a very young age, things start to spiral downwards, and sometimes can lead you to substance addiction. I'd bet 99% of all women in the corn industry have some sort of addiction. Banging for money isn't normal or healthy. It's sad. Like the fact that Mrs. Emily Willis was strung out on K, we're gonna call it K, that's like a hard drug, I'm pretty sure. That's the type of stuff that turns you into a Call of Duty Black Ops 2 zombie, bro. That's the stuff that you see in Philadelphia with all those zombies in Kensington. The type of stuff that will make you think you're having an honest conversation with your friend who passed away, but in real life, the people looking at you are like, you're talking to nobody, bro. It's all in your head. Before this video started, I had an entire list of people that I was gonna name off and talk about their each individual issues, but I don't even feel like I need to do that for y'all to understand my point, because I would have just told y'all, oh, this person passed away, substance abuse, self-deletion from depression. Like, this is all sick, demonic work, and as much as y'all don't want to admit it, the workers are the victims too. However, one thing I will say is I did see some interesting anomalies and cases, because yes, people pass away. It's not always from something depression related. OF star fell from a balcony hotel while filming a threesome. And this comment right here says it best. We are desensitized to tragedy, and it's extremely disturbing, 100%. Because the next comment right below, will they release the scene? Buddy, the scene is unfinished. No! What do you mean will they release the scene? Must have been crazy backshots. Didn't see it coming. Last night stand. Where's the video? We are genuinely getting desensitized to tragedy, all jokes aside. Now, I already know some square in the comment section is gonna be like, so you're glorifying the industry. The people who are participating and filming these videos, they're not victims. The OF demons are the problem. You're kind of in the right track, but not all the way in my opinion. Let me explain what I think. This is almost like a local crack dealer and a crackhead. Yes, the crack dealer, the dealer is the problem, all right? In this scenario, the people who watch corn, if you're addicted to corn, you're the one who's watching it, you're technically the crackhead, all right? That dealer, even though he shouldn't do what he's doing, he's just trying to get a bag, he's just trying to get to the money. He don't want to do this for real, but he got to feed his family. And the same thing can be said about some of these stars. It's immoral, whatever you want to say, but one thing in common with the dealer and the actress that people don't like to consider, if the economy wasn't so bad and things weren't so expensive and we didn't need to make money to even exist in this world, bro wouldn't have to do this. So whether you choose to see them as victims or not, that's on you. But to me, I think dealing the crack is a victim. The person who is using the substance is also a victim to the bigger problem in America, which at the end of the day Economical issues. The biggest reasons why I want to shed light on the topic, it's more so to give you niggas another reason to not watch this type of stuff, bro. To not support this type of stuff. Because at the end of the day, you're supporting an industry that takes advantage of the people who are participating in it. You're supporting an industry that causes depression, that causes and contributes to addictions, that causes and contributes to premature death. It's not even premature death. It's just dying young. There we go. That's the word. Because if you don't care about yourself, right? Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna go into whatever. I'm gonna keep going. It's not that deep. But if you're not selfish and you at least think about other people, maybe I can get you in this way to stop watching it for the sake of the people participating in it. It's just unethical gooning. At the end of the day, this is unethical goons, all right? You're better off gooning to some animations or something. But at least don't do it to the stuff that's like, you know, trafficking content or coercion and you don't even know. Sometimes they're not even of age. And that's another topic that we didn't even really get into too much today. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Why do you think so many corn stars are passing away? Do you think that this is a real issue? Do you think that the actresses or actors participating are victims? And again, I'm not trying to say this to support them in what they're doing. I'm trying to say this in I'm just trying to say that they're humans at the end of the day, bro. Make sure you like, comment down below what you want to see next. Join me, scrolling in the description. Sub to the channel. With that being said, it's love you all. I love you, and I'm out.